Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome to another edition of the N.A.T podcast. With the team, of course, Maxwell behind the camera. You don't get to see him, but he does a lot behind the camera. Myself and Shizzy. Shizzy, how you feeling today?
Yeah, hi guys. We're feeling good. We're feeling good. It's a really nice week, and
Yes.
let's go.
Did you say it's a nice week? I
Yeah.
mean, we live in Nigeria, fam. Listen.
See-
Do we want to talk about this or we should just leave that for another time? Because, man,
I mean, currently the dollar is reducing back, so I think you could say that. I'm trying not to
be
use
too pessimistic.
Nigeria's
Okay.
problems to
Okay.
see it as mine. So let me just say it's a nice week for me.
All right, don't forget, guys, before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, share also always our videos. We have so much content coming up for you guys in the coming weeks. As we promised, we'll be giving you guys back-to-back content. Show us some love, help a brother out, help the fellas out. Like, share, and subscribe always. Now, I have something very interesting for you guys. I saw this thread on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
It took me out because it took me right back to my undergraduate days. I wouldn't say I was the best student, in terms of like always reading and all of that, but there's just something about schooling in a Nigerian university. I can't explain it to someone who is not a Nigerian. But
The last minute reading.
yeah, and then there's this thread that said, "How did you know you're not going to pass your exam after you got your question paper?"
Oh.
Shida, I saw some things and I had PTSD. I can't wait to share this guys with you guys. So I'm going to be reading you guys some of the comments and responses other people had.
Okay.
So this guy said, organic chemistry. Already hearing chemistry, I'm already
Organic chemistry was that was the bane of my existence.
Jeez.
I really did not like that course.
Bro,
really did not
anything chemistry took me out.
Yeah, chemistry was not my favorite subject.
Wow.
School.
Organic chemistry, Chem 203, that's first semester level chemistry, 200 level.
Yeah.
Dr. Familoni, I guess that's the lecturer's name. I sat in front of the class from beginning to end of the semester.
Serious student.
I went for tutorials, did overnight. I still didn't grab shit.
Wow.
I knew I was going to fail. I went to eat amala after the exam because failure was sure. You know what I said last?
Wait.
I had a resounding F, 8/100.
Wait, what?
Bro,
I don't like. How do you go to every class? You stay in front. You go to tutorials. You do all of that shit, and still get it. It's only in Nigerian universities. I'm not going to lie. It's only in Nigerian universities.
Do you know what? Let me give you context. I remember years ago, long time ago, maybe I was my 300 level, and I remember I was talking to this youngin, she was like new, and I can't remember the context, but I think I was feeling her sort of, that kind of thing.
Okay,
she just came into school, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And she looked at me and she asked me a very question that rocked my existence. She asked me, because she saw me preparing for a 200 level course, I was in 300. She said, "How do you go to school? Have attendance, write tests, do assignments, take quiz, write exam, and still fail the course?"
I mean,
bro, I was rocking this joint, like I was really, this girl was feeling me all up until she saw that and she questioned me. Guy, I told this girl, I looked at eyeball to eyeball and I told her, "You will soon find out."
You will soon find out. You will soon find out.
Boy, did she find out.
It's very easy
Boy,
to have
did she find out.
lofty dreams. I'm not saying you can't even achieve all of those things before
absolutely.
you enter, but like the reality is in
You
Nigerian
have to be
universities, the odds are stacked against you, like
Exactly.
right from the start. So it's
Now see this one. Simi said, "I prepared for the wrong course. I read for 509 when I had 519. In the exam hall, I was drawing flowers so nobody would notice I wasn't writing."
but like this is mind blowing because that means she was in year 5
Yes.
and she did that. She made that mistake. That's like a rookie
Guy,
mistake.
you are definitely coming back.
Like you're coming back.
Yeah,
next year.
there's
just
nothing you want to
prepare
say.
to come back next year.
But let me ask you, have you ever been in a situation whereby you wrote just your name and matric number submitted? I promise you I have been there. I promise you I did it with confidence many times. Because there was nothing else I could do. I'm looking at the booklets. I'm looking at the questions. Guy, this thing does not even exist.
I think the issue with me, because no matter how difficult the exam is, I always manage to just write as much, even if I'm writing nonsense.
Yeah.
But like I still manage to write as much as.
First off, did you do science or art?
I did science.
You did science.
Yeah.
What was like your discipline?
Computer science.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I did physics.
Ah.
If you don't know the first equation, forget it.
Oh, there's no need. There's no need. I had a computer science class last time. One exam that I wrote, I knew that. And it was just a simple thing of I didn't take a pencil and that's just it. That was just it. And they had OBJ first and then theory later. But the thing is, they now divided the segments into two. You had to do the OBJ first and then submit.
And then you now go and do
theory. Me, I was thinking, okay, like let me just
do the theory first.
Let me just do the theory, then and learn a pencil.
Random professor that had no business being in the exam hall dismantled the perfect 4-4-3 formation to the four corners of the hall. Guy! If you don't know, there's something we call formation in Nigerian university. Like, I could only give you this Peaky Blinders. When
they want to
Thomas Shelby said, I have put my faith in men I trust. That's the only way I can explain it to you. You're about to enter exam hall and you have like your friends, 3-4 guys. You all sit around each other and like somehow something good is going to happen.
It's always funny the way they do that thing because it's a very risky thing sometimes because usually maybe they're like, because the courses are always cumbersome. Like
yeah. Come on, I mean like.
So usually they'll probably be like this guy that has read this part,
this
and then
part,
this guy
like it's
that
good,
and this guy that read this part. So all of these people need to be
in
around
the same center so that you can write
flow into one another. So when you now divide that,
bro, is it a perfect 4-4-3 formation?
They've scattered the whole thing.
Otilo. The guy say money fall. That was from Leng. Ahmad said, I was expecting objective.
you see, almost aligning with my story.
And they started sharing answer booklets.
You were expecting to be able to choose B, like to see the options and then see, okay, this is closest to the answer in my head. But you don't know the answer,
Bro, just stand up.
Like,
just stand up because there is nothing you want to do again. So let's pull up more. I didn't even get the question paper when I knew I was going to fail. All hope was on malpractice and that formation guy. The gap they put between two people who cost 15 naira paper.
This is you just know that all universities are the same because this guy is just a thing.
Guy,
you would know that okay, this is the hall you want to use, a small hall, and then they'll just decide that oh no, this place is too small. Let's go to a bigger one,
bro.
And you're like,
bro, I wrote a certain physics. I will remember now the name of the course, and we had a certain hall, and then somehow one of the guys just randomly came said no. Guys are big boys. Let's take them to a new hall.
Big. Why?
Bro,
Why?
There was like 5 seats in between you by the side, behind.
There is no point whispering to anybody because nobody can hear you.
You cannot even whisper. The guy actually left because before you even say anything, he has heard it from outside.
Has echoed like that's just you're on your own. You are on your own.
You're on your own. This guy said it was a mechanical engineering course and everybody was using one chat. Like everyone was using charts. He said, I swear I've never heard of this chart in my life.
It's kind of like the periodic table thing, the figures.
Yes.
And then you're like, what are they using this thing for?
Why?
But everybody was using, so they are right and you're wrong. So like,
wait, not always. Because I remember one time I had a practical physics exam, right? We go to the hall and all of a sudden I'm seeing everybody use graph. I'm not even joking. This is real life. This is me. Everybody is using graph. For what? The theory question had only one.
Okay.
And like multiple subsets. Like so everybody was answering the same thing.
Question. So like why are they
using graph? Genuinely. But you know what? Guess what? I got a B in the course. So it was like, at the end of the day, I was like, what were you guys actually plotting at the end of the day?
Were you plotting your failure? What exactly were you
You know how you have like the smart guys and the geeks guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
I came out of the exam hall one time and I heard them talking about this thing has happened to me real life.
Oh, that's a thing. When they
Bro,
start
they were
talking
talking
about
about
some result or
they were saying like
something is solved.
and the answer is like 3 point something.
And then you know in your mind that you are getting
600 I wrote
60 something. Do you get? You're like
me, I wrote 600 though.
And you're like hey. Really? Oh, this is wow. Oh, okay.
Wow, you know, right?
Okay.
Oh, this one I even put the school and the time. He said Dr. J.U. Obona, ABSU, Abia State University, 2009.
Wow.
In his question paper said, if you like, use Google, you will still fail.
You will still fail. In the question paper, they wrote
Bro,
it.
it's like don't bother. If you still want to bother.
This is 2009. You see what I'm saying about Nigerian lecturers and Nigerian, like, they just want you to fail. Like, you will still fail.
I had one. Let me give you one experience. Yeah, I went through a lot in university. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, university experience for me was incredible.
So I had a maths course, 113. I can't remember the course code. I can't remember the title, 113. And so we are all here, you know, we are writing. We are struggling. Everybody's struggling. And then we're all writing. And then randomly, the guy comes in and says, oh, I want to make a correction to question 1A, that kind of thing. And he goes on to correct one or two things, typographical error, whatever. And then while he's writing, everybody's like, you know, like, and he's like, why are you guys sighing? There's no way you will get it. Don't even bother yourself. I'm just making it so it's not be like.
So it'll be like, I just gave you.
Bro, I just put my pen down and I looked at this guy and I gave up. I genuinely gave up.
Imagine them doing that and then somebody has already solved it. And then
bro,
like, you that means you really solved nonsense because it was not. It was not
genuinely
solved.
Let me not lie. 80% of us failed that course.
I think the courses, I did a lot of math in school. So the courses that I know that like guaranteed 50% almost always fail. Math method. It was just there was just something about it. Like
Nigerian universities, we need to do better. So see this one. So again, the formation thing. So you guys are aware now, right? So the guy we set our whole formation around. That's our number 10. Our Lionel Messi.
That's the brilliant, the whiskey. You know, there are like whiskeys that are snobs that would not listen to anybody. And then there are whiskeys that
are like cool. So cool, like, oh yeah, no worry, let's go into it.
Those ones have the most guys.
On the pitch, this is your Kevin De Bruyne. He's assisting everybody.
This is Messi with the ball.
He opened his booklet and the first thing we heard was Omo.
If your whiskey is saying Omo at the start of an exam, just
Jesus.
It's just closing prayers.
Everybody will be like,
your closing prayers.
What happened? Can we see happen? You just look at you and be like, there's this head shake that is finished.
And then
you're all in trouble. You just know that we are all in trouble. So check this one out. Dr. Fayokun came into law 203. Everybody was still doing last minute revisions, and the man started reading out the questions.
Are you like he was reading out the questions before they even
so
the exam?
Everybody started trying to put away their books, and he's like, "What's going on? I haven't asked you to remove your books. You can keep them."
Hey,
bro, I've had one of these only, and I pray to never ever have that kind of exam. The lecturer in Nigeria asks you, "Don't worry, keep your books. You can open it." This one actually told us you can open your books.
That's the scariest thing. That's like the scariest thing ever.
Sir,
for them
please, can we take it away? Can we take this question back? Let's remove our books.
Why are they telling you to open your books? Like, why? Like, they know that it's not there.
Hello, sir. Excuse me, sir. Please, sir, can you take this question back? Let us remove our books. Because I don't come here to die.
Like, why? And this is a thing with lecturers sometimes. Because why is your questions not
inside the books
that they taught you with?
You gave me handouts. You gave me textbook. You gave me references.
Give me all of these things. And you're telling me there's no way I look through those books and I would find a solution to the question you gave me. And that's something to be happy about.
Guy, it's like going for cooking lessons. I don't know what they call it. And then they taught you how to boil egg, how to make white rice. And then on the day of exam, they ask you to make fried rice. Guy, how now? Come on now. Have the fear of God.
Like,
help us, now. Say this one. This one will rock your world. The invigilator came up to where I was writing, looked at me and said, I thought you were brilliant.
Heartbreak.
I responded, I thought so too. So I thought so too.
I do this thing, yeah, because I think all through my secondary school, this was the case because, I was so every time lecturers would come and try and look at what I was doing. But like in the university, what I do was anytime I see the lecturer coming close to me, I'll just go to the only page that I know like I did well. So that's what he will look at, and I'll be there till he leaves. I am not leaving there until he leaves. Like the page I'm guaranteed that I did well is where I will be.
Yeah.
Nobody, you don't want this guy because he would insult you right there and there, and everybody will look at you like.
I don't know. University was a shocker for me, to be honest, because when I was in secondary school, I was really doing well for myself.
Oh, it was way too easy for me. I think that's the issue. It was way too easy.
And then I pull up in the university like this, and the university like, hold up, wait a minute, move back, take two.
we universities, you have to prepare, like you have to, and it's still not a guarantee.
It's still not a guarantee.
In secondary school, if you prepare,
if you know the basics, you're good to go.
I barely even had to say.
In secondary school, I carried a full 80 leaves sheet of chokes. Chokes is when you are like taking in some materials, like exam practice essentially. So if a full 80 leaves like the exercise book, like let's say your lesson notes, your exercise notes.
You just took the whole thing because
into the exam hall, and none of it corresponded with the questions. Oh.
Like, how did you even go through all of those things inside the exam hall in the first place?
How do you feel
the
like
heartbreak to go through all of those things and then nothing is there, and it's like, and if they catch you, you're still going to get out.
Guy, you're in problem
and for no
nothing.
Oh my god, that's just sad.
I told the lecturer that the question is not correct. Everyone in the exam hall started laughing. Bro, you're just shaming your whole family, shaming yourself.
The confidence to even tell the
guy,
like, okay, like
no. Sometimes they make a mistake in the type.
No, they do.
Type,
often,
yeah, you get me, like
enough,
typographical errors, blah blah blah. But then to say to your lecturer, "Oh, sir, that question is not correct," and everybody starts laughing. It will dampen your confidence, guy. I don't want to be that guy.
It's like, what am I doing here? Why am I
Bro, here? You know how it is in university. They will always make reference to you with that. I'll not be that guy.
That guy wait lecture. Don't get it. For the next 4 years, that's what I get.
Bro, for the next 4 years. Was my first post UTME to Unilag. Unilag is University of Lagos. I answered the questions before. I answered the questions before time, and I had like almost an hour left, so I just stayed till it elapsed.
Yeah.
On my way out, I saw people doing question 50 and above, and then I remembered I stopped at number 20. I told my dad next year, sir.
Do you that is also another thing. Like, I feel like everybody can relate to these things to an extent. Like something you learn from. Because why are you stopping at 20? Because it means it did not know. You should have been surprised that I finished on time. I had time. I was chilling to the end.
But he's supposed to tell me, so in his mind, I'm the whiz boy from secondary school. This is how we do.
And then you're just chilling. The people that did number 50.
So, okay, so see this one. Statistics.
That course.
Guy.
I did not like that course. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't
the only statistics I like is one I quote from Google.
It wasn't my favorite. I swear, it wasn't my favorite. Everybody knows that
30% of men are homosexual in Nigeria. Yes.
Period.
20% of women are clinical in Nigeria. Yes.
That's it.
That's all I know.
Numbers 0.0.
Oh guy, please do not send me to that. So as I collect paper like this, 1 to 20 fill in the gap for this shit, I just knew I was dead. Nothing came into my head at all. So instead of leaving the paper empty, I tapped the girl in front of me. The girl shouted, "If I slap you."
Oh my god!
I didn't I know you now. I would have given you a dirty slap.
slap right now. Like, do you know what I am going through,
bro?
It means she was going through the same
Bro.
thing.
Bro, for someone to look at you and say, if I slap you in
She
an
was
exam hall,
angry.
your confidence to take a beating.
You just stand up and go. Especially if that's the only person that is close to you. That's close
Exactly.
to you. Like, what's the point?
Like, what's the point, guy? You know how they used to do something? I don't know. Some schools would be like everybody on one row, and there's a lot of space. Everybody on one row,
And then you're like on the edge, and then like
it's easier to tap the guy in front, like, what's up? Part two, than turning.
yeah, exactly.
Right? So if the one in front of you already says, "If I slap you," oh,
Chim.
is it AGY201? I don't know what this is. German questions. German questions are those ones that fill in the gap.
Yeah, like basically.
I don't know why they call them German questions, to be honest.
I've thought about it too.
When I had to check the spelling of Hamatan for my I had to check I'm sorry. I had to check the spelling of Hamatan from my course form. I just knew that was it. Otilo. But he said he didn't fail, Sha. But I guess that whole feeling like, if I don't even know Hamatan, how am I supposed to?
No, there were a lot of courses where like you finished and then you were sure that and then you just see your result and you're like, wow.
No, you know, there's some courses I pass and I'm like, oh wow.
Really?
Wow, how?
Okay, cool.
Okay. Maybe there was something.
I'm not protesting. No, that's fine.
No.
That's fine. It's cool.
I'll take it.
Let's
I'll
go.
take it. 10 minutes into the exam hall. I called the lecturer and I said the mathematical questions were all wrong in figures. And he asked the class, is there anything wrong with my questions? And the rest of the class said, no, sir.
There you go again. It's the confidence for me though. Like, it's always the confidence for me,
bro.
Like, there's no way these things are right because I read for them. So why is this?
Why is X
why
not
is
here?
it looking like this?
Guy, why is X not in your equation? Why is there no X in your equation? You know, that kind of thing. When they gave me the answer booklet for one course and I asked the invigilator if I should pass it, and he said it's just for me. What did I do that already 3 answer booklets, guy? Or they said they gave me 3 answer booklets for one course.
I figured.
It was a biology practical exam. The specimens were printed on a paper. I started answering it. 1 hour, 30 minutes into the exam hall. Into the exam, I was done. Went to submit my paper. The invigilator gave me a knock on my head. These guys are killing me, guy. Oh God. That I turned the specimen paper upside down on this one.
And you had finished. And it was upside down.
1 hour, 30 minutes.
Oh my
Olodo.
So what were you doing?
Olodo.
How did you not know? That's a professional Olodo. Like, that's
Guy,
a professional one. It's just
do you know the amount of dullness you have deposited in you?
To not even know, and then to be happily doing it like
for 1 hour 30 minutes.
Upside down.
No. Well, this is killing me, man. Let me see. Let's take the last one. And we'll be done, man. I've had so much fun reading these things out. It's funny now, actually. But then
it was,
in the exam hall, it wasn't funny.
Your mind just goes blank, and like the tension in those.
Let's not talk about how your hands just start getting sweaty all of a sudden.
It wasn't. It was the most ridiculous times.
I just remember one time, I saw the exam paper, and I slept. I slept for like 30 minutes first. The lecturer asked me, "Are you okay?" I said, "Ma,
I need to relax.
I just want my brain to calm down first."
I need to. I cannot sleep in the exam. I can't. Unless I was done.
Bro, I slept.
I can't think of this.
Bro, let's not play. This one said every question began with exhaustively discussed. And my brain has such notes.
But like, why would they use the word exhaustive? Do you know what that means? Like, it means
everything you have,
everything, and then you have only 3 lines. And then
guy,
yeah, say 3 pages, but you have 3 lines.
Like, what do you want from me more than this? The first class students in front of the class put their hands on their head. But I already know that this shit is going to be problematic.
That's usually how it starts. Like when they share the papers and everything, you first
look at the guys Are they
You know that.
smiling? They're smiling. Okay,
Okay, cool. But
cool.
the paper, you know the way they pass the
Yeah,
papers,
they
people
pass
before
it
are
back.
seeing it,
You start
and then
hearing-
people are already complaining.
You start hearing some murmurs. The exam will start having echo up and down.
You start knowing that this is going to be a tough 2 hours,
bro. This is the last one. This is the last one.
Mm-hmm.
The lecturer said, please make sure you read and understand the questions properly before answering. Like, you are writing and the lecturer comes to you and he turns to the class and say, please make sure you read.
When he does that after reading your book, just know that he has looked at what you did.
Everything
he
you
knows
have
that
written.
you are doing nonsense.
Everything
So
you
now
have
he's
written.
telling the whole class,
Bro, don't be like this guy.
don't be like him.
Oh man, Nigerian universities was the ghetto, like
It was not
Woo.
funny. It was not funny.
woo. Guys, please we'll come to the end of the video, but I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to guys on Instagram, on YouTube, share with us your comment. Let's hear from you guys. What was your own experience? Tell us something really interesting about how maybe you got a question paper and then you knew that this one I failed it.
This
Or
one is going to be too
a
hard.
problem.
Like, this is going to be an issue.
Yes.
All of those
This one is going
things.
to be a problem. And don't forget also follow us on social media platforms, on Instagram, on YouTube, subscribe, like, share to your friends. And let's see you guys in the next video. Thank you for joining us, guys.
Yeah, bye guys.
Cheers.